You're listening to the Six Figure Designer Podcast, where we ditch the overwhelm, attract better clients, and build a business that fits your life without chasing trends or burning out. I'm Pam Durkin, and right now I'm inviting you to join my free Rapid Referrals Challenge, a live 2-hour session where I show you exactly how to grow your design business by becoming the go-to designer everyone recommends. You'll walk away with a simple, repeatable referral system that you can use right away to change the quality of referrals you receive. Lisa said, Pam helped me get out of my own way, set clear goals, and shift how I show up in my network. I set a $300,000 income goal, and I'm already well on my way to hitting it. My promise, you'll leave with more clarity, more confidence, and a plan that actually gets results. Let's stop hoping for good clients and start attracting them on purpose. Now let's get started with this week's episode. Hey friends, I just wrapped up just a few weeks ago the Naples Experience, where we had an incredible time and we had so many great discussions with super smart designers about where they wanted to go with their business. And then luckily I was able to take a couple days off and take a little mini vacation, which was amazing. And I think during that downtime, a couple ahas came to me that I wanted to share with you. And I want you to be thinking about this in your own lives, sort of like, what are we doing this all for? Why are we going through what we're going through running a business? Maybe, yes, maybe it's to obviously support your portion of the family finances and be a contributing member of, in your household to the money that's coming in. But it was really interesting. And this really came to me as I had a few days off, but it was really interesting that by chance, we had a discussion with the group that came to the Naples Experience. And we had this discussion about these secret dreams that apparently all of us have, because we were each able to share one of these with the group, which I thought was incredible. And it was so interesting how like nobody would have talked about it if it hadn't come up in conversation. So I'm going to give you a little example about what I'm talking about, because I'm going to share some of the secret dreams that some of the participants shared with me. Of course, no names and things like that. But I want you to not only be thinking about what is that secret dream for you. I mean, we talk about this a lot, but I want you to create a success for yourself and your business and your family that fits you like a glove, that makes you excited and motivated to keep going, because we know this business is challenging for sure at times, not only on the front end, which is getting clients, dealing with clients, but also behind the scenes. There's lots of paperwork, there's lots of details, there's lots of follow-up. We're really always trying to align ourselves with great vendor partners and things like that. And all that takes a lot of work, and that really falls on your shoulders. And I totally get it, because I do it in my own interior design business. But taking a moment to really think about, why are we going through all this? Why are we doing all this? I think once you hear some of these dreams, it's really going to get your juices flowing as to exactly why you're doing this. Yes, some of you may say, I'm doing this for my family and all of that, and totally get that. But these are like incredible dreams, and I'm going to share them with you now so that you can create your own after we finish this podcast. So here's some of the dreams that came up from the participants in the Naples Experience that happened just a few weeks ago. So I want to buy and renovate a house exactly how I want it to be designed. I want to design it from the ground up. Now, that may seem like a dream, like, of course, yes, we all want to do that. But the thing is that we never articulate that. We never equate that to what we're doing in our business. the type of money that we're bringing in, the type of projects that we're doing. What is it that we really want? We don't just want the status quo. We don't just want to be like everybody else. Although I know it's hard when you're on social media to, compare yourself. But the success of your business really is very personal. It's not necessarily just the money on the page, but it's a lot of other things. It's lifestyle. It's what you can provide for your family. Maybe it's experiences or something like that. So start thinking about what this looks like for you. Another person said, I want my home to look like the homes I design. So we laugh because, of course, we say all the time, we're not our clients, right? And we don't live the lifestyle of our clients because they do tend to be in a higher tax bracket than we are. But what if we could have a home that looks exactly like the homes that we design for other people, that we put that much time and attention to? I know one of the designers that I'm coaching right now, she's in the process of designing her own home and she's so excited about it, and she's going to be treating it like a project, meaning it's going to take up time on her calendar, just like any other project would, because she knows that she wants this space to be exactly how she's always, envisioned a home space to be for her and her family, where they are in their own, life journey, empty nesters, things like that. So having your home designed exactly how you want it to be, what an amazing goal for you to have in the back of your mind as a designer. And this designer that wants to have her home look exactly like the home she's designed, she knows that she's only got a few years left, 7 to 10 years here in her current location. And she says, I don't want to wait 7 to 10 years to have the home that I've always dreamed of. I want to have it now. I want to enjoy it now. So how many times have we, myself included, pushed things off to go, yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. And next thing you know, 5 or 7 or 10 years have gone by and you still haven't gotten to it. But what an incredible motivator to say, what if something's really important to me, then I want to have my house designed exactly like the houses I design for others. What an incredible motivator to do things when, we don't feel that motivated to do them, is thinking about the big dream. We call it the North Star, and we brought it up several times. Once people were kind enough to share these incredible dreams with me, you better believe I was bringing these dreams up all the time that we were together, over the 3 days that we were together, because they were so moving and they were so powerful and they held such weight for each of the people that were there, that I wanted them to remember what this is all for, right? Life is short. If we do not know that by now, the events over the last, let's even say 12 months, have probably indicated that to you, that you just don't know what's going to happen with the economy, with lots of other things. How can we make our lives more meaningful on a day-to-day basis? So another person said, I want to travel the world over the summer with my family and raise my child as a global citizen. How cool is that? I want my family and my child to travel internationally and feel like a global citizen. I just love the words of that. And I want 4 amazing projects a year to support that dream. That is so specific. And it's actually doable. I mean, so many would think, oh no, you can't do that. Why not? Why can't you do it? What do we have to do to get there? Now I know what her North Star is. Believe me, I have written it down in the file, and we're going to be figuring out, yeah, is it going to come about in the next, month? Probably not, but it's a great North Star to have of where she wants this to go. And believe me, we're going to get her there as quickly as possible. Someone also mentioned, I want to travel 2 months out of the year and be an online digital nomad and buy a home in Italy. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? I mean, Who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to live in Italy, first of all? But I'm sure there's a place in your heart that would be an incredible place to be, even just for a month or two out of the year. Why not? Why couldn't that be possible? It's only impossible if we don't bring it to the forefront of our thoughts of where we want our business to go, how we want it to support our big dreams, right? And someone else said, I want to travel during the winter and ski for a month. I think it was in Vail or one of those incredible places. How do you think that achieving a dream like this, where you can get out of your office maybe for a period of time of a month or 2 months, or have your home exactly how you would want it without compromising? How do you think that would help you, be more creative, be more inspired, take better care of your clients, understand your own value when it comes to pricing your design services or marking up furniture in your business? How do you think that would affect you moving forward? And I think it's would be incredible. It would be incredible for you to say, wow, this could be a possibility for me because I've now brought it to the forefront. I've now talked about it out loud. Doesn't that seem to cement a lot of goals and a lot of aspirations, is when we take it out of the depths of our hearts or in the back of our minds, and then we vocalize it and we verbalize it to not only ourselves, but then to other people. And then when we see other people, which is what happened in this room, get inspired by what you've just said to them. And then encourages them as well to say, what is it that I want for my life, for my family, for my legacy moving forward? I mean, at the end of the day, whether or not you got a client the information they needed in 24 hours or 72 hours, at the end of the day, is it life-threatening? No, it is not. But traveling for a month, being a global citizen, showing your children that you can have a business that doesn't crush you, but that energizes you, working with people who are inspirational, meaning clients that are incredibly grateful, vendors who are masters at their craft, who love what they do as much as you do. Doesn't that sound amazing? And so I want to leave you with this thought today because it really struck me. And the Naples Experience has actually been over for about a week now, and it still has really stuck with me about creating more meaning in what we're doing and why we're doing it. And also just re-energizing everyone about, just moving forward, keeping the train rolling down the tracks. Why are we actually doing all this? So I hope that this has inspired you to really think about, not only do I want to make more money in my business, do I want to, charge clients more, do I want to have more markup on the furniture that I do, but what am I actually doing this for? Where's that big North Star goal that I've secretly been holding on to, that I'm afraid to tell my friends, to tell my spouse, to vocalize it even to myself? What is that? And I would love for you to share with me, once you determine what it is, share with me what that is. I would love to hear about that. Now, if you guys have been hearing me talk about the Rapid Referrals Challenge, I'm actually doing it as a one-day free challenge coming up in just a couple days. So June 25th, it's going to be from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. And again, if you've been thinking about, or now have I got the juices flowing as to what your North Star is, That's all going to come down to the quality of referrals that are coming into your business. And I'm going to give you all the tools that you need to get incredible referrals. I'm going to be giving you scripts. We're actually going to be reaching out to people while we're in the room together so we can get that ball rolling for you so that you can start getting referrals as soon as possible. And it's going to get you to that North Star. So thanks you guys for hanging out with me today. I'd love to hear about what that secret goal is. That would be incredible for you to share it. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.